Welcome back, guys, to Neo, The World Ends With You. Well, last episode, we started the final day anew for the final time after being offered the opportunity by Haz, explaining what has taken place to the other Twisters to learn that Kubo Tanzo's existence had been erased entirely, with no one remembering him at all. Rindo then started to search for a new way to approach the day, with the noise awaiting us having grown even stronger than the previous loop, with our actions bringing Rhyme into the area to assist alongside Kaie, as we then facilitated Tsugumi's soul being freed from a Mr. Mute prison, with Shiki arriving to meet Koko Adarashi, who was stuck in Cat's Cafe. Our meddling having caused a lack of manpower on Cat Street for defending against the noise, as we have just assisted Koki Korea in dispatching a gathering plague attack, and we now continue with our final battle preparations.
The noise are nigh innumerable.
She's right, and we don't exactly have all day here. We've gotta convince Shiba to help us before it's too late. There's gotta be something we can do to stop the noise. But what? What can we do?
What's the matter, Zeptograms? You having trouble calculating the distortion?
Huh?
Mr. Minami?
Ah!
Crunch!
Well, well. Looks like you took Taboo to a whole new level.
You! What you doing here, Pieface?
Just came to check my figures. See what that little variable I integrated can really do, you know?
Unfortunately, I don't. But does this mean we can leave the noise to you?
Hold up, phones!
Listen, we need to go see Shiba as soon as possible. What do you say? Can you lend us a hand here? For Shibuya's sake?
The only sake that interests me is my own.
All the more reason to help us then. I know you've got your sights set on the city.
Quit?
And you can't take over if it gets erased.
I'm on to you, Zeptogram. You manipulated time again, didn't you? And that trash you made was too tough to handle. So, am I right?
Yeah. Actually, you're spot on. But I'm doing everything I can to save the city and us.
I've already factorized the garbage you created. Turns out, it's a product of the rejected cognitive energy of souls lost to time. And that energy keeps multiplying.
Huh? Wait a sec. Didn't that Kubo guy say something like that before?
All the cognitive energy from that would-have-been history gets replaced with a brand new set of thoughts. But now that old cognitive energy's got nowhere to go. It's just waste.
And all that energy is stored right here, inside this pin. Every time I changed our fate, that noise grew stronger. And now, it's so strong we don't stand a chance against it.
Your odds of winning are close to zero, but not equivalent.
How so?
If you align similar figures to the original soul's coordinates, you can overwrite them.
Overwrite how?
By taking the cognitive trash you created with that pin, and replacing all those lost souls with the living souls of Shibuya. But in order to do that, you'll need to awaken the people's consciousness.
What do you mean?
Can't beat that trash while Shibuya's still inoperative. I'll leave the rest of the calculations to you.
So it's not impossible, but it's pretty damn close.
Rindo.
How are we supposed to awaken the people's consciousness? Maybe Kaie will know what to do. I'm sure he and Rhyme will be able to come up with something. Beat!
Sup?
Can you relay all that stuff Minamimoto just said to Rhyme? She and Kaie might be able to come up with a way to suppress the noise.
Oh, for sure! You got it, man. So, what the hell did Pieface say exactly?
How about this? I'll talk, you type.
Okay, all that's left is convincing Shiba to help. Minamimoto's got the noise at the cafe under control, which means Tsugumi should be freed soon enough. Everything's gonna work out. I'm gonna make sure it does, no matter what.
Man, time travel sure sounds slick. Even if it's not without its downsides. Gotta say though, I'm surprised. You never struck me as the advice-giving type of guy.
I'm not in it for them. The only equation I'm interested in solving is my own.
He's a real character, that one. But hey, guess I can't complain as long as he's on our side.
Thank you, Fourth Wall Korea. Well, we got a Dibalion and now have Sho Minamimoto as one of our strongest soldiers. Is he coming for the end? Guess you can't complain, but equally...
We're going again.
Back to many places. Which should I go through first then? Guess we keep changing the past so much we have to keep going with the future and redoing stuff? Man, how many times have I done this now? How many times have I made that noise even stronger? No, I can't think like that.
Rindo.
Rindo? Yeah? You okay there? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not buying that. You've been on edge all day. Like you're fighting for your life. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't want to get erased. And I don't want anyone else to get erased either. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen. Good. Hello, Hishima, for this. Time to explain everything to him again.
Hey, is that?
Hishima. Hey.
Well met, wicked twisters.
Listen, we need your help.
You sound as if you've rehearsed that line.
I've definitely said it before.
I had a feeling. A sensation not unlike deja vu. Even though you've changed the course of fate, it seems a portion of my previous consciousness has remained intact. You appear troubled.
It's just, those memories will combine with others like it to become an enormous noise. That's what we're up against.
I see.
And if we want to stand a chance, we'll need all the help we can get, including yours and Shiba's. Do you think you can convince him to lend us a hand?
I can't object to someone more prescient than myself, though Shiba is not easily persuaded.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. You said Tsugumi could help.
Well, now she's finally free, which means you should be able to get a hold of her now. Mind giving it a try?
You want Tsugumi and I to ask Shiba to lend us his strength.
It's the only way. Please.
Very well. None among us desires Shibuya's destruction. I shall do what I can to assist you in your plight.
Thank you. I'll see you at the crossing then.
Okay, Hishima and Tsugumi should be able to get Shiba on our side, but that still leaves the noise. No, it'll be fine. Raim and Kaie will figure something out. I just know they will. That's a lot of belief.
We'll change our fate.
Basically all that can be done now, right? Everyone together, coming together to make it work. Kaie and Raim should have met up by now. I better go check in on them. Surely they've come up with something, right? I just hope it's not too late.
Let's move.
She looks spooky.
Let's have a look.
Beat!
Rhyme!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a sec. That's Beat's sister?
Good to see you two.
Wait, you know her, Rin-dude?
Hi there, I'm Raim Obito, but you can call me Raim.
Oh, well, I'm Tosai Furusawa, but you can call me Fred.
Fred, and you must be Nagi. Which would make you Rindo, right? Thanks for reaching out. I think I got what Minamimoto was saying.
Good. So, were you able to come up with anything?
Wait, that man? What's he got to do with this?
Well, he's not exactly cooperating with us, but he did provide us with a little intel about the noise we're up against. It's made from the lost souls left behind when I turn back time.
If you align similar figures to the original soul's coordinates, you can overwrite them. By taking the cognitive trash you created with that pin and replacing all those lost souls with the living souls of Shibuya.
So those lost souls are the corrupted data we've identified. But if we can tap into the souls that exist in this timeline, we should be able to use them to erase all that excess data.
Yet his radiance sounded less than optimistic. He said we must first awaken the people's collective consciousness.
Yeah, Shibuya syndrome has really thrown a wrench into things.
Indeed. The people's souls have been sapped of their energy. They may not give much help in their current state. That said, human souls are known to regenerate on their own. Time heals all wounds, as Rhyme would say.
Exactly. So long as the affected souls remain intact, we should be able to aid their recovery and get them to lend us their strength. Let's see. We've got Fret and Nagi, then Neku. Beat can... well, he can provide backup.
What you trying to say?
And Neku's strong, so he should be at the center of the network.
Does that make it a Neku work?
One could say that.
What do you think, Kaie? Exactly. You know, maybe this will work after all. So, Rindo,
Yeah?
if we combine all our powers together, I think we might just have a fighting chance here.
You really think so?
I do, and I've dubbed this plan Operation Awakening. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, but what is it?
Well, Neku uses his powers to sync up with everyone in Shibuya.
All of them?
Yep, then Nagi uses her powers to open their minds.
Tis a daunting task.
And that's when you come in, Fred. You're gonna get them excited.
How exactly?
By using your powers to remind people of the joy they felt here in Shibuya. Right now, they've forgotten the thrill of life. But you are gonna help them all remember. Kaie and I will help too, but we've gotta get ready. We'll catch up with you later.
Okay, great. Thanks, Rhyme. See you in a bit.
This makes sense. Everyone gets to use their powers. Has Rhyme actually been updated in our social network now? We can actually now claim the Fango Fanatics. Considering that will help me out in battle, that's not a bad thing to pick up. The other side. Okay then.
We're going again.
So now we go over to the Scramble Crossing, supposedly. Nowhere else but that. I thought I want to be more on the 104. Still. Hey Sheba, join us. Or Doom. So first we go talk some sense in a Sheba.
What?
Then we do what again? Did you even read what Kaie sent us? Neku's gonna sync up with everyone in Shibuya from the crossing. Then Tsugumi will send out a vision to awaken their consciousness from up on top of 104. Which will leave their minds ready for Nagi to open. Once she does that, Fret can send out one big reminder to the whole city. Word, so what are we supposed to do? Back up and defense? The Reapers is taking care of the noise, yeah? Yeah, and once we have Shiba on our side, we'll split up and work from there. I'm unsure of the feasibility of this plan. If we don't fees it, Shibuya's toast. How will we say that? Sounds good. The whole city's counting on us. That's right. Gotta fees it good. The Reapers will handle the noise prowling out the city. Perfect. Thanks, Kaie, for the whole swallow thing too. You're most welcome. It was my pleasure. Just wanted to thank you while I still can. If it wasn't for the account you made for me, I'd probably still be friendless and alone, but I'm not anymore. I'm happy for you. It's wonderful to see you finally learn to open up. I guess. You always struck me as profoundly lonely, and you were so cold to others, I wanted to help somehow. And I thought since you struggled with face-to-face communication, why not try a digital medium? And it appears to have worked. Incidentally, if you are reinstated as a Reaper, I will be allowed to return your Swallow account to you. Thanks, but no thanks. Are you certain? Yeah. Now let's do this. Here we go again then, right?
Well, look who it is. My favorite sheeple.
Shiba, listen.
Tsugumi? And you. Quite the odd couple. Not to mention the motley crew standing behind you.
We need your help. Please.
Is that really you in there?
She's as real as she's ever been. Someone sealed her soul inside that doll, and now she's finally free.
What a pleasant surprise. In any case, the game is still afoot. I'd appreciate it if you stayed out of my way.
Perhaps you haven't heard, but the rules have been revised. I'd be mortified if I were caught abiding by outdated protocol.
Never thought I'd see the day when you'd be offering me advice. But go on. Enlighten me. What have I missed? Who had the audacity to revise the rules to my game without my permission?
His name is Kubo. Do you remember?
Kubo? He's a player. No, a Reaper.
Was a Reaper, but he got erased.
What did he do?
He gave you new powers. Named you the Executor.
Hang on. How do you know about all that? And moreover, why is it that I can't remember?
Because Kubo was exorcised in the future.
Exorcised?
Removed from existence entirely. From the UG, the RG, even from your memories. Even though he was running the game with you this whole time. Kubo may be gone, but his rules are still in play. He's made sure this game will end in total chaos.
And why should I believe you?
Because I was one of his pawns too. He used us to erase Shibuya.
Which is precisely what I desire as well.
No, you don't. I've seen the future and you don't survive. You get swallowed up by the noise just like he planned.
He used you to erase Shinjuku. That's the reason Kubo approached you in the first place. I have reason to believe he may have been an angel sent to destroy the city.
An angel?
Assuming he was, everything begins to make sense. He hid among the shadows, granting you the powers that would help him erase Shinjuku. Then, he donned the guise of a Reaper, and began to monitor those of us who survived.
Kaie and Susukichi immediately noticed a change in your demeanor. They suspected foul play and sought to uncover the truth. Sadly, their efforts proved futile, as would any opposition toward a being of the higher plane.
So you're saying I was some sort of puppet? Made to dance by this charlatan?
Precisely. How exhausting it must have been to have your strings pulled for 3 full years.
Damn, he ain't really much of a people person, huh?
Never has been.
You left your friends behind in your single-minded lust for power.
What are you talking about? You left me behind!
I may have.
You did, and the rest followed.
Because they were worried about you. I heard their hearts crying out in pain. Kaie, Susukichi, Ayano, and Shoka. Even Hishima. None of them could bear to look at the monster you'd become. And ever since you received those new powers, you shut me out. You stopped listening.
Well, can you blame me? You kept showing me those depressing visions. I couldn't let myself get distracted by them.
Then allow me to show you the truth you've been ignoring. The hour of reckoning is drawing near. Just once, I need you to see what cruel fate awaits us.
All of us. That means you too. I know. I lived through it.
Shiba, open your heart to me.
What is that bird?
It's an enormous amalgam of noise. One that grows stronger whenever I turn back time. Kubo, set a timer. And when it runs out, the noise will emerge from this pin to devour us all. We have to stop it. But we're going to need your help.
And what, pray tell, will become of my game?
Is that all you can think of in our hour of need?
You misunderstand. I'll gladly help you take care of the noise created by this Kubo. My concern lies with what happens after the battle is won.
Fine. If it's a fight you want, then I'm game.
Then it's time for a pestilent resurgence!
You mean...
The plague. It eats through planar boundaries. That noise will be nothing. Besides, that abhorrent angel was kind enough to bless me with these powers. Shouldn't let him burn a hole in my pocket.
Thank you.
Seriously, thanks.
But if we are to stand a chance, we'll need to turn the heat up higher than ever before. Hishima, Tsugumi, lend me a hand. I need you to rouse the citizens of Shibuya from their stupor, light them up, and set their souls ablaze!
Welcome back, old friend.
It's funny. I haven't felt a fever like this in years. Now let's get out there and burn this game to the ground.
As Shiba makes his heel face turn, we get lightning in my hands! Fire up to 3 electrifying attacks at the target and surrounding enemies. The attack will chain if enemies are nearby. Chance of greatly shocking the enemy. Do I want that instead of my fire pin that I've got? I mean... lightning's good. Chaining's good too, I guess. Enjoy, Nagi. Right then. Let's get ready to go. I guess at this point we change our fate.
Change our fate.
We're not gonna go and do all the stuff. It is actually time. Actually time. Let's do this then.
We're going again. Time to reawaken Shibuya's imagination. Everybody ready?
God's willing.
Just breathe. We got this, boss.
I'm all fired up. Take care of Tsugumi, will you, friend?
I shall ease the burden on her psyche. You just focus on listening to their voices.
Great. Thank you, Hishima. I'll make sure their cries are heard. You can count on me.
And I'll reach out to Rhyme. Sounds good.
I don't know, Rhyme. You sure you can handle this, yo?
She can.
Yep, no need to worry about me.
Man, I still can't believe you came all the way out here, yo. Just look at you, all ready to save the city and shit.
Aren't you proud of me?
I'd be prouder if I wasn't so worried about
I
you.
know. But see, I made it. Safe and sound.
All that worrying for nothing.
Hey, can it, phones?
Wait, is Neku here too?
Yep.
I guess you're still in between worlds, while Neku's been completely confined to the UG. Rhyme! Sorry for the wait. No worries, Shiki. You're just in time. Oh, Beat. I'm so glad you're okay.
Shiki!
Wait. He's here, isn't he?
Yep, right over there.
You mean you can see him?
See him, talk to him, smack him on the head if I want.
You finally came back to us. I knew you would. Neku, I don't know if you can see me right now,
But I'm so glad you're here.
Shiki, I can see you just fine. And soon, you'll be able to see me too.
You want me to translate, yo?
Don't worry about it. We'll see each other later.
Oh, I just got a message from Kaie. Everyone, sync up with Neku's consciousness. Lend him your strength.
Been doing it for years, yo.
Okay, we should be fine, theoretically. But it's a lot of stress on Neku. I'm worried about him.
Don't be.
Said he'll be fine, yo.
Tell him he'd better be.
Commence Operation Awakening. Now!
Here we go. Focus.
Well, look at that. People are finally waking up around here.
Welcome back, girl. Kind of feels like the fog's starting to lift for me, too.
Oh, you've still got a long ways to go. Try a little harder, will ya?
Aye. Never thought I'd say this. But I think it's time for me to get to work.
Can somebody explain how I got roped into this frickin' mess? This is like literally the worst. I know I'm irresistibly adorable, but can't you all just buzz off?
Huh.
Minimoto!
07734.
Ew. Hey! Don't just spout off numbers and walk away, you jerk! Whatevs, as long as he's doing his job. You better do yours too, Neku.
Hello.
Hey, you good, Bones?
Neku? What's happening? Is everything alright?
Yeah. Tell her I'm fine.
Says to tell you he's good.
Well, we haven't got much time left.
Need a hand there, partner?
Josh?
Pris, kid?
No one invited me to this little reunion, so I invited myself. I must say, this is quite the impressive scheme you've devised. I hope you don't mind if I stick around and observe.
Not at all, partner. Okay. Get ready, guys.
The fated hour is almost upon us. What happens next is anyone's guess.
Tis ceaseless. Thoughts stream into my head, one after the other, fair and foul alike.
Whoa, are you okay?
Stay strong, Nagi!
It appears she's predisposed to absorbing negative imagination.
I feel fine.
Glad to be of service. I rechanneled that depressive energy outward,
Emotional redirection.
in a sense.
Those noise keep multiplying. Kaie, Tsugumi, Hishima, let's go lend the boss a hand. We'll keep the noise at bay. You just do what you gotta do.
Understood. I shall do my utmost. Open thy minds unto me, and pardon the intrusion!
Fret!
Nagi managed to dive inside! You're up! Roger that, buddy! Time for a reminder. You ready, Shibuya? Come on,